What's going on YouTube? ShadowFox4562 here with the deck profile for you. I'm going to be deck profiling my Blackwing deck. It's a deck that I've been working on for a long time, and I've been running for a long time. I've been running it since they came out, basically. So yeah, I feel as if Blackwings can be somewhat viable in this format, just because their versatility when it comes to side deck cards is really not hurt by anything, and it can side a bunch of stuff that other decks can't to hurt the meta. So alright, let's get started. Alright, first three Kalutes. Kalut's basically one of the best cards in your deck. It allows your Shura to go over to 32, board at 31. You have to run it at 3. It's just such a good card. Triple Shura. Shura is sort of like a recruiter when you destroy an opponent's monster by battle. It's a good card, and I mean it's just one of your core monsters to get searches off with Black Whirlwinds. Triple Bora. I know a lot of people only run 2 Boras, but I like running 3. It's just one of those monsters that you can go into quick exceed plays, you get a search off, you can synchro with them, and it pierces. So I mean, with a Kalute you have it steals a lot of games. 1 Zephyros. I love this card, basically because of other cards I run in the deck that I'll show you later. Like, there are a bunch of cool combos with this guy, and you pretty much have to run 1 of him. He's really good. 1 Kochi the Daybreak. A lot of people don't run him. I love him just because I do run another monster in the deck that I can get a search off of him. And he, you summon him and you summon a Bora, and then you're allowed to go into Synchro, or you summon him and a Bora, or you special him off of Shura, and you can go into any Rake 4 Exceed you want. He's really good. 1 Gale. I only run 1 Blizzard and 1 Sirocco. The reason being, Sirocco is very good against it's very good against the mirror match, and it can search anything in the deck off of Black Whirlwinds, but it also is very cloggy. So that's why I only run 1 of him. And Blizzard, listen guys, I know Blizzard's a great card, but it's only as good as the rank 5 and 6 pool. Right now we only have like 3, or level, the synchro pool. Right now we only have really 2 good level 5s you can go into, and 2 decent level 6s you can go into with Blackwings, and that's just not good enough to warrant running more than 1 of him. 1 Orochi the Squall. This guy is amazing. You can special him off of Shura, and then you can synchro, and he's like an enemy controller when he's sent to the graveyard for a synchro summon. Like, he can switch an opponent's monster's battle position. Plus he can be special summoned from the hand, and he can be searched off any Blackwing with Black Whirlwinds. And finally, 1 Dark Armed. Alright, that does it for monsters. On to the spells. Triple Duality. Duality is just a great card. It's almost like your searcher, because you just you recruit everything to hand with Pot of Duality. It's really good. 1 card for Black Feathers. I only run 1 just because it's that extra draw that I always need. Basically, I just turbo through my deck, and I have just so many draw cards in here that this is really good at 1. Of course, Triple Whirlwinds. This is your searcher. If you open up double of this, there's like only 1 deck in the game that can really stop you and beat you, because you just recruit so much hand advantage, and you go into Exceeds and Synchros, and you get all your Kalutes to hand, and it's really hard to get over Blackwings when this is on the field. 1 Allure for more draw power, and Triple Upstart Goblin. I don't know any Blackwing deck that would not run Triple Upstart. It's just a really good card. For the traps, I run 2 Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain is really good in this deck. It's better than Veiler, it's better than Breakthrough Skill, just because you're allowed to recycle it with Zephyros and 1 of the Synchros I run in my extra deck. You can just bounce it back to the hand and just reuse it. It's a really good card. Triple Reckless Greed. Reckless Greed is always good. It's just another one of those draws to get through your deck. One Delta Crow. If you're running Blackwings this format and you are not running Delta Crow, then you are an idiot. Everyone who runs a deck in this, everyone who plays basically sets a huge ton of back row, except for Sylvan players, and even sometimes it hurts Sylvan players. And this card would probably come out for the Sylvan matchup, but it is a really good card to just drop on your opponent and be like, hey, end phase Delta Crow. One Torrent. One Solemn Warning. One Black Sonic. This card is so good. I run it over Mirror Force just because there's only one monster on my deck that's not a Blackwing, so it's always live. And on top of that, if I have 3 Blackwings on the field, I can drop it from my hand. And also, it doesn't target, so that means that, and it doesn't destroy, so that means my opponent cannot use, in the Bujin matchup, my opponent cannot use Hair or Turtle to stop this. So it makes, it's just so good. It makes their cards dead, and it banishes problem cards like Yamato. One Bottomless, and triple Icarus Attack. Icarus Attack is never dead for me, so that's why I always run the 3. A lot of people run 2 because they say it's too cloggy, but I've never come into that problem. For the extra deck, we have one Silent Honor Arc. If you can make rank 4s and you're not running this, then you're dumb. I'm sorry, it's just too good. One Exciton Knight, same reason. Also, in this deck, I debated running this for a long time, but in Blackwings, if you go in, you tend to run out of card advantage very fast, unless you have Black Whirlwind up. So you leave yourself in, find yourself in situations where you're left with hardly any cards, and that's why you can go into this and kind of even the playing field. Ice Beast Xerophon. This card is so good. It's so good. Like, Noble Knights auto lose to this card. Thunder Family auto lose to this card. Sylvans somewhat. I mean, it's just so good. Like, it's so good. You'd have to play it to see how good it is, but it is really good. Master Key Beetle. I side Vanity's Emptiness, so this card makes a lot of decks auto lose if I get the Vanity's Emptiness in this first turn. Too good. Abyss Dweller, just for almost every single matchup in the game. Catastor. I know a lot of people don't like this card, but I need level 5. Armades. Same reason. A lot of people don't run it, but it's just so good. Like, it stops Bujins from doing anything during their damage step or battle phase to save their monsters. It's a really good card. Vulcan the Divine. This card is another card that allows me to bounce my Fetish Chain and make it live again, and also bounce one of your monsters. So if you have a problem monster, I'm gonna get over it with Vulcan. Armorwing, Armor Master, one Black Rose, one Beals. Beals is so good. It's such a good card. Any deck that can make this should run this. Stardust, Scrap Dragon, and Crimson Blader. And then for the side deck, side deck's kind of weird. I haven't really updated for post Primal, but I think it'll stay the same for the most part. Triple Vanity's Emptiness. It hits almost everything in the meta aside from Bujins. It's such a good card, guys. I mean, if you don't run this in the side deck or main it, like it's too good. Double Chain Destruction. This is an idea that I got from one of my friends. It's, if your opponent summons Yamato, and they don't have any protection for it, or if your opponent if your opponent summons anything 2,000 or under, you get rid of it and all their copies in the deck. Like, it is so good. Like, it cripples Geargias, it hurts Bujins, it's such a good card. Triple Mistake. Again, for Bujins, for Geargia. I guess, it's just a good card. Double Mind Drain. Double light imprisoning for Bujins and for artifacts. 1 Mind Crush. I'm probably going to take this out eventually, but it's just one of those cards that you kind of like to draw into and set. 1 DNA Surgery. And 1 Soul Drain. Alright guys, well tell me what you thought, suggestions, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and if I don't have another video up for you today, then I will definitely have one up for you hopefully tomorrow. So alright, until then, peace guys.